Prime Minister, there's been two questions if I may. There's been some estimates from doctors' groups that a visit to a UCC costs the taxpayer about 4 to 6 times what it costs them to cover someone going to a GP. Why do you think that's the best use of health spending? And on the second matter, just on the Port of Darwin, not asking you to name a price or anything, but you said that there is money in the budget for it. I'm just curious as to which fund this money will come from, you reckon?
Yeah, on the first, urgent care clinics are successful. 1.3 million Australians say they are, and you know what the cost to them has been? Zero. Really easy to remember, zero. Just their Medicare card is all they've needed. On the Port of Darwin, we have spoken about there are various funds that are available, depending upon the buyer, depending upon the circumstances, of course, and we're very confident that we can deal with this.
So just on that earlier question, you've accused Mr Dutton of hubris of sizing up the curtains in Kirribilli by saying he wants to live in Sydney. Isn't it hubris to say you're going to run for a third election? Why not just commit to 4 or 5, beat Hawke's record?
No, what it is saying it's in response to, will you serve a full term? And I'll serve, if I'm elected, I'll serve a full term. I think that's what the Australian people would expect of me, and that is the context of that answer. But I tell you what, I don't take anything for granted on May 3rd, and I don't know what I'll be doing on May 4th. As I've said, I think yesterday, I know hopefully I have a bit of a tradition of watching a Star Wars movie on May the 4th because I quite appreciate the sense of history there, and I'm an old Star Wars guy. To get that out of the way, the first 3 movies are the best. That's all I know about the evening of May the 4th, but I'm trying to climb a mountain here. I'm trying to be the first Prime Minister since John Howard in 2004. It's been 21 years we've had a revolving door. I don't think, objectively, that's in the interests of Australia. Latika,
I'm doing that.
And then, yeah.
2 questions. One, who do you think will be Australia's next female Prime Minister? And my second question is, beyond watching Star Wars on May 4, if you are re-elected, have you thought about which foreign leader you'll be paying a visit to first?
I'm not getting ahead of myself. And on the second question, on the first question, I'm not getting ahead of the Australian people. I would say this, chances are it'll be a Labor MP given our gender balance and that we're majority female, and the coalition are going backwards. They're replacing, at this election, seats like McPherson, Forrest, safe, what were considered to be safe coalition seats with men they have selected in those seats. In Leichhardt, they had an opportunity to select a woman, they selected a bloke, and across the board, I think that they're not moving forward. I think my team is diverse, is representative of the Australian public, and that's a good thing.